All right, Tony, I want to ask Hall of Fame manager right off about these pace of play rules and what you think about counting the mound visits and all that that's going on.
Well, I'm greatly in favor of speeding the game up. Had the experience now since retired in 2011. I was with MLB for almost 3 years, and now Diamondbacks in Boston, you sit upstairs. And I think I love the game as much as anybody ever has. And when the game really slows down and there's no action, it's not as entertaining. And there are different ideas they have to keep the game going. And I'm all for them. I'm all for the clock that they use in the minor leagues. I've watched it. Guys get used to it. Pitcher gets the ball, he throws to the plate. I think it'll be well accepted in the big leagues when it gets there. And I just think that any resistance you get from veterans, they need to understand. If fans are not entertained, they're going to turn our sport off. So, they really speeded instant replay up. The trips to the mound had gotten them to the ridiculous part. And the biggest part about it is there's so much video of signs and guys stealing signs, and every time somebody's suspected, the catcher go out there and here comes the second base shortstop and they change the signs, and it just really interrupts play. So what they do now is you're seeing fewer visits because they just have signs in the dugout. You go number 3, number 2, whatever this set is. So my point is, anything that will speed the game up that makes sense, I'm all for it.
The Cardinals have a pretty big operational contingent here on this homestand, and you know a lot of those guys from over the years, don't you?
Yes, I do. They've proven the farm development is as good as any. I don't like disrespecting the other 29 organizations. Say we get the best one. You say it's as good as any, but I remember all the years I was there. There was a steady supply of guys, young players who were coming to the big leagues and knew how to play, and we fit them right in.
Peoria with a young manager, 31 years old, and Chris Swagger. If you could sit down with him and he asked you for one piece of advice, what would it be that you'd give him?
Well, I'd give him 2.
Okay.
The one I'd give him when it comes to your decision making, actually I'd give him 3. Because you need all 3. If you got one, the other 2 you mess up, you won't be as good. The one when it comes to your in-game decision making, or even your lineups, trust your gut, don't cover your butt. There's an awful lot of guys. That's the advice I got when I started as a AA manager from Paul Richards back in '78. People are watching. This is a game that is not mysterious. Fans have opinions. And if you think that you shouldn't bunt, don't bunt. If you think you should bunt, bunt. But if you ever change your decision because you want to avoid being second guessed,